All right, time for another demonstration. And now that we've created a lot of our storage accounts, whether we did it via the portal or via PowerShell, it's now time for us to be able to browse that storage and maybe upload objects, etc. to it. And so we're going to use the Storage Explorer client to do that. In order to begin, you first need to download the client, which you can find on the Azure website. If you head over to azure.microsoft.com/en-us/features/storage-explorer, or just Google Azure Storage Explorer, you'll be presented with this page. There's a Windows client, a Mac OS client, and a Linux client. Go ahead and download Storage Explorer free by selecting the link at the bottom after you've selected your OS. And once that's installed, we'll continue with this demonstration. Okay, so once Storage Explorer is installed and you'll immediately be prompted to run it, go ahead and do that and you'll be presented with the screen. You have a number of ways that you can log in and browse your storage. You can simply add an Azure account directly. You can use a connection string or a shared access signature that we'll learn about later on in the module here. And you can always use your storage account name and key as well. But in our case, we're just going to sign in by selecting sign in on the bottom here. And this will sign us in the usual prompt to sign into our Azure account. Okay, once that's added, simply select Apply, and then you can see all of the various storage accounts. So in our case, we created a SL storage demo, first of all via the portal, and then we created one via PowerShell. So we can expand these out here and see what's inside them. Again, we really don't have anything in them at the moment, but you kind of get the idea there. Now what we can do is add some files directly to there. So we can take some images, for example, and then go ahead and select the blob container section under your storage account. So if we right click there and click create a new blob container, call this one images. And on the right hand side now we see we have this upload option, so we can go ahead and select that, click upload files. Now I'm simply going to select a folder full of files. I've got an image sample on my desktop, so I'm going to select all of these, select open, and go ahead and select upload. And what you'll see is this begin to start here in a moment. And on the bottom, if we expand this out, we can see the group of images it's uploading, how many are complete, and you can see they're appearing in the top pane there as each one is uploaded. And so you can see the flexibility. It's just like managing a file share on your own machine, where you can create images, delete images, etc., create new folders. If you want to get a URL from them, if you want to rename them, you've got these whole series of options available to you on the top there. The other thing as well is if we go over to the Azure portal and look in our same storage account, so SL storage demo, we also have an option there, open in Explorer. So if we go ahead and select this and click yes, you'll see it'll switch apps and open directly in Storage Explorer as well. So this is another quick shortcut. If you're in the Azure portal and you want to open up in Storage Explorer, you can simply do that and it'll take you right across there. And with that, this concludes this demonstration.